The only possible way for people to succeed is hope and fight. If something is worth fighting for, then we have hope that we can thrive at what we do.
Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. From Suzanne Collins, The Hunger Games.
In 1957, all schools became officially segregated. African American people were forced to use different restrooms, go to different schools, and eat at different restaurants. African American people were treated very poorly. They could even be arrested for not giving up a bus seat for a white person. In 1957, 9 African American students were asked to attend an all-white high school in Little Rock, Arkansas, to break up the school segregation. The school board looked for students that would do well academically and could control themselves and not result in violence when threatened or taunted. It all started when the school board called a meeting to discuss the 9 African American students joining Little Rock High School. The governor Orla Faubus defied the court and called in the National Guard to prevent the 9 African American students from entering his building. He simply said that he would not be a part of Little Rock 9 because it would create a crisis in his school. Faubus eventually agreed to let the teenagers join his school. He even offered the idea that the National Guard should be brought in to serve as protection. When the 9 students got to school on the first day, the National Guard was there just as he had promised. However, when the other students arrived, Faubus dismissed the National Guard, leaving the 9 students with no protection in the middle of an angry white mob. Many of the 9 students suffered from injuries. One student quoted that there were many bricks being thrown, breaking many windows and doors on the building. The riot went on the whole night, and by 3 a.m. the next morning, soldiers were called in to stop the mob. Throughout the year, 750 students failed to attend regular classes because of Little Rock 9. Many bomb warnings were made, however, none of them went into action. On September 23rd, Little Rock 9 was brought to school by troops. Because of miscommunication, Eckford, a girl involved in Little Rock 9, arrived at school alone that day. She was harassed by students and adults on the way to school. She said that many people would call out harmful and hurtful threats, and one woman even spat on her. There was an image taken of Eckford walking through an angry white mob that day. This image was broadcasted and brought tons of attention to the school. On September 25th, Little Rock 9 finished out their first full day of classes, escorted by troops. The students finished out the school year successfully. The next year, Little Rock High School closed. This forced many African American students to attend schools out of state. While the high school was closed, there was a vote held among the public deciding whether African American students should be allowed to attend Little Rock High School. When the high school reopened, 4 of the students from Little Rock 9 came back to attend the classes. All of the students from Little Rock 9 eventually graduated from high school. Many of them became very successful later on in life. Eckford joined the Army shortly after she graduated, and Patillo became a reporter. Green became an assistant secretary, and Brown was a deputy assistant secretary. The 9 students involved in Little Rock 9 were eventually invited to attend the inauguration of Barack Obama, and they all received gold medals for their bravery and persistence. Thomas told reporters at the inauguration that one Sunday at church he heard the lines in a hymn that said, "Lord, don't move my mountains, but give me the strength to climb," and these were the words that kept him strong. Little Rock 9 is an extremely important part of American history. Because of these brave students, African American people are now treated equally and fairly. If Little Rock 9 hadn't occurred, then it is still a possibility that America could still be segregated today. When I first heard this story, for the first time in my life, I felt ashamed to live in this country, where we treated people so terribly only because of how they looked.